What's the difference between an illegal migrant and a notebook? A notebook has papers. That's right, welcome back for a wacky Wednesday. Let's just hope the Dover Discoverers haven't ruined it for you yet. Now, speaking of the Dover Discoverers, hold on to your life jackets because the Home Office thinks that they need the royal treatment. They've decreed that the fearless explorers of the English Channel must be booked into nothing less than 3-star hotels. Yes, the Home Office has said that the small boat migrants must be booked into 3-star hotels at least, as costs soar to £8 million a day to house these people from our money. I can almost imagine them sipping on their tea and crumpets, relaxing by the spa, and laughing at us as we continue to work to pay for it all. What's next, you ask? Turn down service and a mint on their pillows? Room service and a masseuse? These aren't tourists. They're trespassers with a desire for fancy accommodation.
That is correct!
And it doesn't get any better over in the United States. Move over, Donald Trump! It turns out the migrants in New York City are playing a whole new real estate game. They're working undercover as delivery drivers, raking in a whopping $3,000 a month, all while living it up in the Roosevelt Hotel, which has become a hub for registering new asylum seekers. Yes, many of the men who are working without permits, whilst living it up for free, at the cost of $385 a night per migrant family that seeks housing and feeding, all at a cost to you. But that's not enough! Many of them are working as delivery drivers, using scooters without number plates, getting around apps like Uber Eats that require a license by using apps designed for bicycle deliveries. Well done, New York City, well done.
Fucking outrageous.
And back over here, it looks like the local councils are saying enough is enough. They're telling the government that they're full up and have no more room for extra migrants. It's like the UK's equivalent of musical chairs, but instead of seats, we're talking about homes and resources. The councils are trying to play the ultimate game of Tetris, trying to fit everyone in, but even seasoned gamers would throw in the towel at this point. Yes, apparently under the new law, the Illegal Migration Act, the government is set to put a cap on the amount of illegal migrants it can take in, albeit with a consultation from local councils.
Bullshit!
Sadiq is back with another brainwave. Doesn't like it. He's unleashing a new set of signs for Blackwall and the Silvertown tunnels. It's like he thinks Londoners haven't had enough surprises on their morning commutes. These signs are like the city's new mood rings, changing colours to reflect Sadiq's latest whims. Let's just keep making the poor poorer. Let's all just pay 100% in income tax, own nothing and be happy.
Or not.
And speaking of local councils stealing your cash, they've discovered a goldmine. Fining bad drivers. It's like they stumbled on the golden ticket to fill their coffers. Move over, Willy Wonka. They found a new way to fund everything from pothole repairs to extravagant city projects or to piss it up the wall. Bad drivers beware. Big Brother is watching you and he's got a hefty fine in his hand. Yes, 12 councils in England are fining their own residents and more are applying. What's next? You're going to fine people for jaywalking? We are becoming more and more and more like China every single day. You watch, we will eventually have a social credit system here as well.
He's absolutely right.
In more wasted money, let's have a look at the Batty Boys Club. The BBC has pulled out all stops on not just 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 22 weather forecasters. I mean really, how many ways can you say partially cloudy with a chance of rain? It's like they've assembled the Avengers of meteorology. Each forecaster must have their very own special weather power. One controls sunshine, the other one controls the rain. I can just imagine them all huddled around their crystal ball. Each of them making their prediction while the other ones nod sagely in agreement. Yes, 22 forecasters are presenting the weather on the main channel and the radio, while a further 23 can be seen on regional programmes at a cost to you. Fuck the BBC and fuck the licence fee.
Wankers!
Now let's have a look at BT and see what scandals they're doing today. BT's top exec has released a groundbreaking diversity plan to cut more than 1,000 jobs in rural cities and hire new staff in major ones. It's like corporate shuffleboard, moving employees from one place to another in the name of diversity. Because nothing says inclusivity like uprooting people's lives and communities, right? Yes, when being asked whether boosting diversity and inclusion was a key factor in relocating jobs. The chief network officer said, "That was a significant factor in our choice of location." They announced more than 2 years ago to more than double their share of their workforce from a non-white background to 25% by 2030, becoming the biggest British employer to impose such a target. Fucking racialists. This is a country of 87% of the pasty persuasion, but who cares about those in need of a job? Unless your complexion is darker, don't bother applying for a job at BT. This should be made illegal. Imagine the other way around. Jesus Christ. We would see hell and brimfire all over the news, even on a small scale. Imagine if I said, right, I need an editor, but I need one from the pasty persuasion. My channel would be shut down faster than you could say equality.
Correct. Absolutely 100% factual.
Now, in more things illegal, let's take a look at the police. Humberside Police have put their foot down. No more glitter, no more face paint for the woke cops at Pride. It's like they've decided to throw a spanner in the works of the world's sparkliest revolution. I can just imagine the conversations in a police station. Sorry, constable, you can't fight crime with glitter on your cheeks. Criminals won't be scared and they won't be blinded by the sheer fabulousness of it all. Thank God. You are supposed to have a neutral stance. It's no wonder why crime is at an all-time high. You shouldn't be wearing anything that's not included with your uniform, especially nothing political. Even those thin blue line badges with the defaced Union Jack. What's next? A BLM car? A woman's rights van? A Dover Discoverer mobile? Shut the fuck up and do your jobs.
Nailed it.
We've had a look at the police, so let's have a look at some criminals. Shoplifters are going all out, costing charities a whopping £15 million. It's like they've decided to put a whole new twist on the Robin Hood legacy. Steal from the poor to give to, well, themselves. I can just picture them at their secret shoplifter meetings, tallying up their loot, completely careless to the fact that they're actually robbing from the needy. Even charity shop workers and volunteers said that they're no longer bothering calling the police. Why? Because they don't come out to investigate. Those that actually do report the crimes say officers only turned up 1 out of 5 times. I guess they're too busy painting their faces with glitter. If you steal, you're a stain on society. If you steal from a charity shop, you are one of the lowest forms of being on this planet. Right, reel it in, reel it in. The ladies' angling team is in a tangle over a trans woman who used to be a rugby player. Yes, they refused to compete in the World Championships after a bonusless hole holder was allowed to play. Yes, the actual women don't want to be on the same team as someone who has hands like shovels and can cast their line at least twice as far as a natural bonus hole holder. The ladies have said that they can't feel like they can enjoy the victory as it feels like they cheated, and now other countries don't even speak to them. Good, stand up for yourselves. It's not fair and it's not right, and people are getting to the end of their lines with it. Right, so what have we learned today? The Dover Discoverers are still getting deluxe digs. Sadiq is now scheming new ways in order to screw the poor. Local authorities are joining him. BT needs more people, but as long as you're from a diverse background. And the police can't catch criminals because they're too busy painting their faces. Signing out.